Looking for a stunning home in the heart of Santa Clarita? Today, we're taking you on an exclusive Placerita Canyon home tour to showcase a truly special property. This Placerita house tour highlights incredible space, charm, and a serene natural setting. Stick around to see what makes this home a must-see. So on today's home tour, we're going to be in Placerita Canyon. So Placerita Canyon, if you're not familiar with it, is located in northern Los Angeles County, about almost 38 miles from downtown Los Angeles. And then I'd say it probably takes 45 minutes to an hour depending on traffic. So this is kind of off the beaten path just a little bit. And so you have a lot of equestrian estates here. And so a lot of these properties, like we're going to see today, you're going to looking at 20,000, half an acre plus properties. Now, what's really interesting here is that you may think of Placerita Canyon. Obviously, there's some great hiking trails really close by. And in addition to that, you're literally, guys, check this out behind me. This is the famous Melody Ranch, and they've been filming movies here since 1915. And you could sign up and actually take a tour of this place, but they've filmed a ton of famous movies here, a lot of Westerns, especially Wyatt Earp, The Lone Ranger, just to name a few over the years. So you're close to a lot of history right across the way. So today's property is going to be 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 2,705 square feet of living space, and you're looking at over 20,000 square foot lot. This is a custom built home. They just recently remodeled it, and let's go turn around and take a look. So, like I just said, this property has over 20,000 square feet as far as the size of the lot, 20,714 square feet to be exact. You have a really beautiful electronic gate right there. And then, look, you have another one over here. So plenty of room to park all of your vehicles and toys that you're going to need. And it's very common. This is a lifestyle if you're moving out here, right? This isn't a typical tract neighborhood, and so that's kind of the appeal, is to kind of be off the beaten path just a little bit. So as we're getting closer, you see the nice siding here, and then that's very typical in this neighborhood, in this part of Santa Clarita here in Southern California. You have your large oak tree, and then over here you're going to see you have your circular driveway. Now, we saw it from the exterior of the property, the exterior from the lot itself, that you could see the electronic gates, and then here you can see the actual circular driveway. And then let me show you a couple things over here, because as we just passed the 3-car garage, now you can see what type of storage you have. And what I mean by storage, opportunity to be able to park your large boat, recreational vehicles, your RVs, whatever it may be, to basically put those over there. And then, of course, you do have your 3-car garage still. And then you have this lovely walkway as you take your grassy area right here. And again, once again, the quintessential oak tree in your front yard. And then come on over here, and this is where we enter the house. So as we enter, you have a few different ways you can walk around this house. We're going to start off over here to our right. So this is going to be considered the formal living room right here. You have a gas fireplace with a stone surround, and there's the gas starter for this room. And then I like how, even though they modernized it with modern windows right here, look, you have the LED lights. And then, of course, coming into this room, you have your double door glass entry right there. And then, because they remodeled it, they put in some newer lights fixtures right there. So this is your family room, and then you got the sitting bench right there. Most people are probably going to put some type of seat cushion on that, or if you want to put some knickknacks on there too, you'd be able to do that. And then you have the nice view from this window outside to your oak tree, which we talked about from the exterior of the house. And then if you come on over here, right, so kind of looks like a nook and cranny, kind of walking all the way around. You have this room right here. Now, you could use this as a bedroom, right? We're going to show you where that fourth bedroom is later in that guest unit that's self-contained, but you could use this as a bedroom. I suspect most people will use it as an office or something like that, more of like an extra den, because right off of that room here is your laundry hookups. You have a sink, and then as we step back over here, you're able to see you have some cabinet space, utility space right here in your laundry room. And then again, now you're seeing this room from the other direction. And then off this room, this is where you have a half bathroom. So everybody downstairs is going to be using this bathroom. And this is why I was saying that you could use the room that we just showed you. We'll take a look at it again as your fourth bedroom, maybe even a fifth bedroom if you needed to, but you don't have access to a full bathroom downstairs. So most people are probably not going to want to do it, but it could work if you needed to do that. And then wanted to show you this storage. There's no light under here, but there is storage space underneath the staircase. And as we all know, you can never have enough storage. All right, so that takes care of those rooms. And then over here, this is your formal dining room right here. And I want to come off over here because they have these double doors right here going into a lot of the rooms. And so it just gives you that extra sense of privacy if you want to separate, you know, people who are in the family room or here in this dining room area right here, you'd be able to separate that. Let's move over to the kitchen. So to start with, you have your upgraded tile right here. And then in this kitchen, you're going to notice the quartz countertops throughout. They have the custom tile backsplash behind the range. And this is a 5-burner freestanding range right here by Verona. So really nice. Of course, you have your microwave as part of that right there. And then you have your new white cabinetry with your gold handles. And then take a look at the backsplash right here. It's more of like a wood finish here in the back, and it's kind of a cream egg white. And so it goes nicely, it has some contrast, and it's not a white countertop right here, but you could see the whitish veins in the quartz countertop itself. And then, of course, if you're going to have the gold handles, you got to have the gold hardware on your sink. And then here you're going to see you have this beautiful window looking into your backyard, and you have the dual sink base set on this farmhouse sink, your stainless steel dishwasher over here, and then you have your farm door exiting to the backyard. And then they also have over here for your refrigerator, they have this stainless steel Viking refrigerator right there. And then you have more cabinetry and a little bit of pantry space right there. But then off right here, your kitchen, and we'll turn the light on right there. And if I can open it, that would be helpful, wouldn't it? Look, you have your walk-in pantry. Now, it's not very large, but a good amount of space to be able to store all the items that you would normally put in your pantry in there, right there. So let me know what you think about that. All right. And then coming on back over here. So you have all this space in the middle. Let me step back so you can kind of see it again, right? Because you have all the space. You could put an island knee here if you want. Let me know in the comments below if you would actually put an island in this kitchen. But you have tons of LED lighting on top, as you can see it as we walk through one more time. And then we'll come off over here, and this is going to be your oversized family room right here. So you have access to the exterior in two places. You have one to the breezeway, which we'll get to towards the end of this video. And then over here, you have your double door entry out into the backyard itself. And then very cool over here, you got the old school right here, fireplace. Kind of gives it a lot of character. And then you have the stonework placed behind it. But this is a very large room that you're looking at right here. You have your vaulted ceilings and the beamed wood going right across right there. Look at all that. So that really giving it that 1920s, 1930s ranch style. That's kind of the vibe that they're trying to go for. And then as we kind of go full circle, now you can see the dining room as well as the family room where the living room where we first started off. So I'm taking a look at it from the other side right here, so you can see how spacious this room is. This is where you're going to put your big screen TV. And to be honest, probably most of your entertaining is probably going to happen right here in this room. Hey guys, Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. Hope you're enjoying this home tour, and thanks again for tuning in for another one of our home tours. All right, so if you're looking to buy a home here in 2025 in Los Angeles, in the greater Los Angeles area, in the description below, we have a video that's really important for you to watch. The biggest mistakes that we see buyers making when it comes to buying a home here in the greater Los Angeles area. Right? So it's really important that you need to find an agent that's willing to sit you down and can make sure that they walk you through the process from beginning to end. So that way you know what to expect. So you have a better understanding of what it's going to take. One, to just get your offer accepted, but two, when things come up in escrow, and they always do, to make sure that you have someone in your corner to be able to negotiate on your behalf. So if you want to reach out to us, many ways you can do it, but one of the ways you can do it is right here. Take a look at that QR code. You can book a time with us on Calendly, and we would love to kind of show you what it takes to buy a home in today's marketplace. All right, let's get back to the home tour. All right, let's go upstairs, right? And so, I want to show you all the bedrooms upstairs. So we already kind of looked at that one room down below. And again, you could use that as a bedroom, but I don't think most people are going to do so. So as you make your way to the top of the staircase, right here, you are going to have 3 bedrooms. This is the first one, right? They all have newer windows, give you a little idea of what the backyard looks like over here. And then come on over here. Now, this home, just the way it was built, they don't have a ton of closet space right there. Really nice. They're over there, right? And then we'll come on over here. Across the way is bedroom number 2. And this one overlooks the front of the house. And then you have these sliding closet doors, very typical of a house that you see from 1940s, 1950s. Even though this one was built in 1981, and kind of just let you see the space there of those closets. And then you take a look at this light fixture over here. So that's bedroom number 2. And then over here, right, is going to be your hallway bathroom. So you have your dual sinks right here and your large shower enclosure. You're going to have a hand sprayer as well as the overhead shower head. You have your newer designer tile on top that starts from the exterior of the shower enclosure. And then of course you got your square tile inside the shower enclosure itself. You have your LED light above that. And then I'll give you a better idea of what the vanity looks like right here, again with your dual sinks, right? And so you have 2 bathrooms upstairs. We just saw the first one. And then this takes you into your primary bedroom. So immediately as you go into your primary bedroom, right, you're gonna see your primary bathroom. Once again, dual sinks on your vanity. I like the color they chose here on the quartz countertop. So it has some gray, a hint of brown, and that allows you to be able to use what they have here. You have the gold faucet and handles and the gold surround on the mirrors. And then they have these modern light fixtures above the vanity. And we saw this type of wood siding, kind of like backsplash that we saw below. You're seeing it again here. You have your separate soaking tub right over there with a window right above it and light fixture. And then again, you have your separate shower enclosure with a hand spray and overhead shower head right there. And then not a lot of color in this one, but that's fine because you don't need it, because look at the color of the floor right here. So you really don't need it. I idled it because you have enough color in that flooring where you just don't really need it. So again, this kind of shows you kind of what it looks like with the toilet over here and this shower enclosure right here. All right, so let me show you the rest here of this primary bedroom. So really interesting because you don't have, your typical walk-in closet. They only have the built-ins up here. So you have all this built-in space, right? Almost like as if you were going to use it as an office, but just really interesting. Definitely quite different. So some people are going to really want that closet space, but some people are going to like the built-ins too. There's always a buyer for every home, whatever the case may be. So let me know what you think about that. And then you do have some closet space over here that's kind of hidden on the other side. And this is a smaller walk-in closet right here. So you do actually have some closet space. It's just not very big. So, and it's kind of hidden and tucked away. You actually kind of have to look for it. And we'll turn around again, right? So, but most of your space is going to be those built-ins, but you do have this in addition to your built-in space out there. All right, let's go downstairs, and I want to show you now the guest unit that's attached, but it's self-contained, and it's on the other side of the breezeway. So we're going to go downstairs, take a look again. We're going to walk through the formal dining room. We'll walk out through the family room, and then we'll kind of show you the backyard and the rest of the lot too. Because remember, this is a 20,714 square foot lot. All right. So you come in under the breezeway, right? And then before we get there, let me just show you the garage. So this is the garage right here. So you could easily fit, a couple cars in. Again, this is a 3-car garage. So I think depending on the vehicle that you have, it will depend on what you're able to fit in there. But you could fit, probably 3 cars. And if you have a large SUV, maybe not. So you open up this door, and this is your self-contained right here, guest unit. Once again, another double sink basin. You have your gas cooktop with 4 burners, built-in microwave, plenty of cabinetry, and you have, of course, your own separate sliding door to the backyard. And then over here, we're going to see that this is your bathroom. So you have a full bath with a sink, and of course, your shower in tub right there. And then we'll turn around and give you the vantage point from the other side. So this is kind of, I think what most people would do, probably have some stools there to eat at the breakfast bar across the way. And then, you might have a small circular table, maybe by the slider. And then you kind of have a TV and sofa or bed, depending on how you want to, set it up. So it's kind of more like a studio more than it is, a 1-bedroom. But come on over here. And then you do have some closet space in here. Maybe you want to use it as a pantry instead, but you do have some closet space in here. So pretty good. And then, I think it was really smart because it does get hot up here, especially in the summer months. So you have your this wall unit air conditioner too, so you don't have to rely on the AC unit of the house, which is smart too, because maybe you want to set it up to be charged separately, or if someone's using that, you're not using the AC in the rest of the house. Okay, so now we're in the backyard. So remember I was telling you that this home is 20,714 square foot lot. So this lot is not really deep, it's more wide, right? So take a look here as we pan across. And this is a large space, and we'll kind of walk around here. So you have this kind of wraparound patio going on right here, and then this part right here, your vaulted ceiling covered patio with 2 ceiling fans is very nice. I think that a lot of people are going to spend a lot of those beautiful summer evenings, spring evenings, to kind of make an extension of your living space. And then you have more oak trees over here, and then you kind of come through over here and then give you a much better perspective of how wide the lot is, right? We kind of showed it to you from the front, but it does kind of wrap around here. And then you look to the left here, right? That's the oak tree that we saw at the very front of the house. So you have all this RV parking, but again, this is a very wide lot. It's not a very deep lot. So something to keep in mind if that's something that you want. But if you needed a place to keep all your, again, toys and recreational vehicles, this house is probably going to fit the bill for somebody like that. So let me know what you think of this house. It would be a house that you'd be interested in living in, an area that you'd be interested in living in. And we'll go back to the front of the house and kind of wrap things up. Hey guys, again, Scott Himelstein with the Scott Himelstein Group. All right, so remember at the beginning of the video, I told you that I was going to give you some information that if you're going to be living out in this area, and this is a different type of living, right? You're kind of a little off the beaten path out here in Placerita Canyon. That one of the things you need to know is that if you have oak trees on your property, you can't just trim them or cut them down yourself. You need permission from the city, and you have to actually get a licensed arborist to be able to do any type of trimming, pruning. If you, for whatever reason, had to cut it down, you would have to get permission from the city, and you would have to use a licensed arborist, right? So just keep that in mind, whether it be here or if you ever look at a property that has an oak tree on the property that you might be buying or selling. It's just something to keep in mind because people need to know that. So when it comes, that also goes for sycamore trees as well. So all for the oak and sycamore trees for most of LA County. All right, so keep that in mind. All right, so this is a great house, I think, for someone who wants to be off the beaten path, but still close to everything in Santa Clarita and Valencia, Newhall area, right? But at the same time, you kind of want to be a little farther away, especially if you're into horses. This is a great neighborhood to be in. So I think all of that. But again, like we were talking about before, that, if you're looking to buy a home here in Southern California, reach out to us. I'd love to be able to show you what type of resources we have and how we get our clients into houses in today's market, where even though, affordability is less, there's still a lot of competition. And so you really need to have a game plan, not just using your cousin or your uncle or your best friend. You need to have somebody who has relationships with other agents, number one, and just has a game plan for you. Every game plan is different for every different buyer. So feel free to, use the QR code that we have posted up here and be able to set up a time with us on Calendly. Love to be able to help you out and actually be able to send you our buyer's guide too of what you need to do to be able to buy a home here in 2025 in the greater Los Angeles area. So hope you enjoyed this home tour, and we look forward to seeing you on the next one.